Hey guys, it's TheParaFlyer coming from you live from Anaheim, California. Today we are going to be reviewing the new Street Fighter 4 Champion Edition for the iOS. As a huge Street Fighter fan of 25 years, that is right, 25 years. A little side note, I started playing Street Fighter 2 when I was 1 years old with my dad and my uncle. And ever since then, Street Fighter just kind of became one of the greatest franchises in my life. And so I kind of follow it. Once I heard Champion Edition was coming out, had to download it. Have Street Fighter 4. I have Street Fighter 4 Volt for the iOS. They're both on my phone right now. So Champion Edition came out. I had to get it. So we're gonna go ahead and review it today, and let's get started. So as we look at the main menu screen, you will see that Champion Edition has a different main menu screen. If you let the game sit there for a little bit, the background will start playing with some computers fighting against each other, which is kind of nice. The game consists of an arcade mode and survival mode. Also has a challenge mode, a practice mode, a place for your replays, and then you have the online mode, which is ranked and free play. It's ranked counting towards your actual rank and free play, just kind of having some fun with some online people. The first thing we're going to look at right now is the new characters, and then we're going to jump into the challenge mode right after that. So as you can see from the main menu, there are a total of 25 characters in the game as of right now. 3 of them have been added since Street Fighter 4 Volt, which would be Poison, Ibuki, and Dudley. I'm going to use Poison for this quick challenge mode. I'm just going to show you 2 different challenges for her to kind of get you a feel of what it looks like. And as you can see, as soon as we jump into this challenge mode, nothing's different. If you've played Street Fighter 4 Revolt, this looks like a carbon copy so far. And as we jump into gameplay, you will see that it pretty much is a carbon copy. Visuals have not changed since Street Fighter 4. Challenge mode is challenge mode. You know, it just kind of teaches you a couple combos. Each character gets 10 different sets. And yeah, buttons haven't changed. Everything looks exactly the same. Everything looks pretty familiar. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is ranked mode. I'm going to use Ken for this ranked battle. He's my main guy. Him and Cammy are kind of the 2 people I use the most. But ranked mode, for the most part, is pretty smooth. The video that I might be showing you might be a tiny bit choppy just because I am streaming and I'm online at the same time. But there is a little bit of input issues sometimes if you do not have perfect connection. But other than that, it's not bad. The one problem that I do have with ranked mode is you will have a lot of people who close the game before the game ends if they are losing, and you will not get credit for that victory. I will show you an example of it right now with Ken and Dulcim. Did a ranked mode with them after this particular match, and really short little clip, but you know, I'm winning the match and all of a sudden I get disconnected. Does not count towards a victory of any sorts, and it won't matter if it's in the first match, second match, or the last match and you've already knocked them out. It will not count. The next thing I'm going to show you guys, just a quick little bit of survival mode. It kind of goes without saying. Basically, you jump in with one character and you fight until you run out of health. The first couple matches will be kind of easy, and as you kind of go on throughout the game, the opponents will get tougher and you won't get as much health back. So that's where the real challenge is. It comes probably around 15-20 win mark. You will start to see some difficulty in that. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys is arcade mode. I'm going to use Dudley for this particular showing. I'm going to display his super and his ultra, give you a sense of what it's like to play as him as you see it right now. And yeah, he's, like I said, he's a good fit for this game. He's a little bit tough to play with, but you know, I think we're all waiting for that Dudley Balrog face off. Again, no free battle, so you can't just set it, but I'm sure that you'll face off against him in the rival mode. Yeah, the same thing goes along here. The last thing I want to show you guys now, I'm going to show you with Cammy and Fei Long over here in this battle, is the use of the MFI controller, which I personally have. I use a Nimbus Steel Series. It works incredible for my iPhone. I personally don't like using the controller for this. You'll see some drawbacks when you have the controller is that it only works during gameplay. It does not work on the main menu screen. It does not work on the character selection screen. So you will still have to tap the screen for your selections and all that. Once you jump into gameplay, you can go ahead and use it. It's pretty simple. The 4 buttons that are on the touchscreen are your 4 buttons on the controller. You use the analog stick to move and do your moves, and the R1 and the L1 button are used to use your Ultra, where the 2 triggers in the back are going to be used for your Super. I personally do not like to use the controller for this game. I thought I would. I really thought that it would enhance my skills and such, but it does have a slight bit of lag. It's a lot harder to do button mashing on the controller than it is on the touchscreen, so it can result in some slower attacks by certain people. The input sometimes doesn't always go through. It might just be me, but it's really up to your discretion if you like to use it. I've noticed that it's better to use the analog on the touchscreen. Again, it's up to you. It's your choice. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for my review. There are a couple things that I do want to point out. One is visuals. It's very disappointing that the visuals are exactly the same as its 2 predecessors. If you've played games like NBA 2K17, Grand Theft Auto, Gangstar, Modern Combat, Asphalt, etc., they have lots of game features in it and still have amazing graphics. Even Street Fighter Cross Tekken, though it did not have many characters, the graphics, while not up to par with some of the newer games that are out there, still had great graphic quality. And it's very disappointing that over almost a decade this game's visuals have not changed despite the 2 upgrades in apps. The other thing that I do want to point out is this game does not have free battle mode. To me, that is a must for a mobile fighting game. Pick up, play a couple games, put your phone down, do whatever you want to do. It's very disappointing to me, and I've seen it in the comments section of this game's reviews that people do feel the same way. It's something that was in every single Street Fighter 4 game on the console. It's in the 2 predecessing App Store games of Street Fighter 4, so it just doesn't make sense to me that this game does not have free battle mode. Lastly, I do want to point out that this game does take up about 1.5 gigs of memory, a little bit more than that, and again boggles my mind because you took out a mode and just included a couple more characters, and yet this still has taken up more memory than Volt. Quite a lot of more memory than Volt, and I do not have replays or anything downloaded, so that's very strange to me. But that's gonna do it for my review, guys. I'm gonna give this game a 6 out of 10 on the TheParaFlyer rating scale. If you agree, disagree, you like my video, disliked it, go ahead and just comment on the bottom of this video, hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna be doing more reviews of games, some products. I do live streams on PlayStation 4 and of some iOS games. Check out some previous videos of mine, and go ahead and like me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, follow me. And that's gonna do it, guys. So you guys have a good day, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you.